Okay, this is day 2 of our Solarpunk project, and it's going pretty well. I went ahead and threw the other solar panel on here. If you can see down here, I have it on a set of hinges so it can just fold right onto the other one. And I have it perfectly lined up so it doesn't accidentally hit the panel. That being said, I need to add a cushioning material, because something I noticed when I was testing it earlier is it is... Alright, 2 major notes here. A, this is twice as much power. So that's obviously good, and it doesn't add a lot more weight, but it does add a lot more jank to it. So, you know, when you're moving along, you hear it thudding around. Other notes. Let's take a look here. Let's unfold it. Oops, careful. It's a lot more top heavy now. Not good to putting on the dirt. Okay. Yep. Okay, that feels pretty good. As you can see, they're both fully deployed. Maybe a little bit of shade on this one, but looks pretty decent. Yeah, the ground is very spongy here. I really shouldn't have done this here, but oh well. That is another thing to note here is, while I do like this type of kickstand for this type of setup, as you can see, I have like the double-sided one you see on some kinds of motorcycles. It is not... it doesn't handle all the extra weight perfectly, so if I make a new version of this project, I'm probably going to make it as much more lightweight and much more... I'm going to try and put as much of the weight as I can lower down, because all the weight being high up makes it a lot more top heavy, and weight further down will be a much less of an issue. But you know, this is version 1 of this project, so whatever. Anyway, let's go ahead and see what we can pull out of these panels. I went ahead and mounted the charge controller in here, and as you can see, we're pulling 2.3 no amps because there's no current through it, and I've got the battery right here. The hole is right there. Everything's wired up. Let's see what we can get. Please don't light on fire. Okay. And we are at 17 volts input, 1.3 amps input, and we're at 53.4.2 on the side here. I thought I'd be getting more. Honestly, at that rate, it might as well just be taking that other panel off. It's about as good as it was the other day, and if I have it in the shade, you guys can actually read it. Only 0.4, huh? Alright. Well, I'll confirm that I'm actually getting decent results through it, but, you know, I'm still getting half an amp. It's still I still have a trickle charger on it, so that's okay. I suppose I could also wire them up. Currently, they're wired up in parallel, but I could wire them up in series and maybe pull a little bit more current out of it. Oh, well. Anyway. Yeah, one other minor note I would need to do on this. I originally planned on putting this charge controller down here on this space in the bike, just like right under the seat. I could put a tiny bit of plywood right there, and, you know, you wouldn't even notice it. It'd be a good lower profile mounting of it as well, even though I would need to figure out a better waterproofing method. But, you know, I guess that's something for version 2. Oh well. Anyway, this system worked a lot better, but remember, be careful about weight and, you know, do your best. But for, you know, doing all this mostly out of scrap material, I think it went pretty well. Maybe eventually I'll remount. You know what this would be really good on? I could easily build a low profile trailer out of this. Actually, that wouldn't be too bad. I could take this whole box here and replace it with, you know, like 2 milk crates or something like that. Then take all of this and mount it on a very simple solar DIY trailer kit, or even just get some wheels from Harbor Freight or something like that. And that wouldn't be too bad. Honestly, maybe I'll do that instead for the next project. Like, I've got a bunch of these little hobby solar panels lying around, and they go for pretty cheap if you know how to get them on sale. So I could get like a 100-watt version of this, and build one large version of this out of, if I get like a 75 watt, like this isn't a bad size for a trailer right here, honestly. I could build a simple trailer kit, and then I could have it fold out with 300 watt panels on the side, have it charge a battery in here, and then have it just charge my bike whenever I want. And that would also give me enough room for a tent in here. Yeah, this doesn't sound too bad. I'm gonna look into this, because I only need something about maybe 3 foot long, 2 foot wide, 1 foot deep. And that's enough to throw just about anything you need in it. So yeah, maybe I'll look into that. But anyway, yeah, this does technically work. It needs to be way less janky. I think the next thing I'm gonna do, if I continue along with this, I probably will be, is I'll be adding on the side here, just so these panels don't brush up against each other too much, and on the main lid areas, I'll be adding like some kind of duct tape, or just on the very edge, just where it won't affect anything else. And my plan for that would be purely so I don't have to worry about any kind of, just the flap, the jank of it. Because these panels just, if you hit a single bump in the road, and while these panels are on top of each other, they just make a big jank sound, and it sounds like you're braking them the entire time. You're not, because it's all going onto the aluminum side of this. But I don't know. I'm gonna work on this again. There's got to be better ways of doing this. But yeah, I want something sleek, low profile, and if I have to pull it along in a trailer, that would be okay. The problem is, one of the things I originally planned for this was to have my dog in like a little mini trailer back there, and have pull them along. I guess I could get 2 trailers, or have the dog run alongside, because that dog loves to run. But I don't know. I'll think about it. There's got to be a better way of doing this. But yeah, this does technically work. You don't need another panel. It does work perfectly fine with just 1 panel on top. And you know what? I'll come up with a better idea, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.